Pre-calc 5.1 homework. You may want to convert some of these to either like rational, or you might want to go to radical in order to solve them. This is easy. What's the square root of 144? It's 12. That's easy. Okay, now this one, fourth root of 16. So you're looking for 4 of a kind. So you may want to break this up. You got 4 twos, so the answer is 2. How about this one? Square root. So you got the square root 0.0081. Now this one's 0.09. Next one, number 11. 27 to the 4/3 power. Now you could plug this into your calculator, but I want you to do it without a calculator. Huh? Well, number 5 is look at this number right here. What's the square root of 81? 9. So we know it's going to be 9. The reason why it's 0.09 is because you want 2 numbers that multiply. You're going to move the decimal 4 places over. So there's 2, and then you have another 2. Okay. So it's 0.09. This one is going to be the cube root of, we've got 27, but we've got 4 of them. All right, so we've got, I want you to look at this as 27 times 27 times 27 times 27. Does everybody agree? You've got 4 27s, but 3 of a kind means you take that 27 out. Now we're left with just a 27. Can you break 27 up?
Yep.
What does 27 break up to be?
3.
3 times 3 times 3. So we pull the 3 out now. What's 27 times 3?
81.
81. So that's your answer, 81. Okay, the next one. We've got the cube root of negative 64, and we've got 2 of them. Okay, so how do you break 64 up? It's going to be negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4, and then we have another negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. Well, you're going to pull both of these out. What's negative 4 times negative 4? 16. Number 15, that's a negative exponent. So how do you make it positive? You move it in the denominator. So it's 1 over 16 to the positive 2/3, which is the cube root of 2 16, 16 squared, which is 16 times 16, right? And 16 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and then you have 4 more of them. Right? 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So we're looking for 3 of a kind. There's 3, and there's another 3. But I have a couple of 2's that are not going to be paired up. So what would I write my final answer to be? It'd be 1 over, we're going to pull the 4 out, and we have a 4 left, so it's going to be the cube root of 4 in the bottom. Now, to rationalize the denominator, you could multiply the top and the bottom by the cube root of 4 over the cube root of 4. So that's the other thing that you should be looking at, is rationalizing the denominator. So for this, if you have 1 over 4 times the cube root of 4, to get rid of this radical down here, we need another 2, because we have 2 2's here. 4 is 2 times 2. We need a 2 here. So the answer, the best answer for this problem would be the cube root of 2 over 4 times 2 is 8. That's your best answer. without having a radical in the denominator. Okay, number 17, I would translate this into 12 to the 16/3. Everyone agree with that, 16/3? And how do you rewrite 16/3 as a mixed number? 5 and what? 1/3. So this is gonna be, this is 12, I want you to see this, is 12 to the 5 1/3 power. So you're gonna take 5 12s out. So it's 12 to the 5th power that comes out. And what is gonna remain is the cube root of 12. Does that make sense? Now, you don't have to multiply that out, it's a big number. Now check out this one. Just look at this power, this is a 28, I know it's hard to read. How do you rewrite this as with a rational exponent? It'd be -11 to the 28 over 2. What's 28 over 2?
14.
Good job. 14. 23. These are the ones I like to just break up. 8 is 2, 2, 2. 96, I know, I make a factor tree. 96, 2 goes into 96 48 times. 2 goes into 48 24 times. Then we have 2, and then 8 times 2 times 12. And then 2 times 6, and 2 times 3. Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2s and a 3. Okay, so 2 times 48, 12. Okay, that's good. So now we want groups of 2. There's one group, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. The answer would be root 16, 16 root 3. When you take the cube root, check out these two numbers. They're negative. This one's negative. So the answer is going to come out negative. So if you want to pull this, think of this as -1 times 32. So your answer is going to come out negative. So if you want to pull out your negative, think of, you have a -1 out here. And then just treat this as a positive 32. And 5 2s give you 32, by the way. Get used to that. And 4 2s give you 16. There's 4. So we have 7 2s. So we're going to pull out, we want 3 of a kind. We've got 3 here. We can steal to make a pair. And why do I should have 5. I should have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be another 2, right? I didn't count right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I counting wrong? 5 and 4 is 9. Oh, it goes into it evenly. Here we go. So what's 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. What's your final answer? -8. Very good. Okay, 27. Did you know if your indexes are the same and you're multiplying and dividing, did you know that you can cancel? So for example, see this 6? I'm going to write it up here. Did you know that 2 times 3 is 6? And 14 is 2 times 7. And 63 is 9 times 7. Everyone see that? 9 times 7 is 63. Anywhere that you see something, you can either take it out, like for example, see these 2's right here? You can take that out. You can cancel those out. You could take these 2 7's out, and you could take these 2 3s out. So in the bottom, you have 7 times 3, which is, what's 7 times 3? 21. And what do you have on top? Now, for a second, I was thinking about crossing off these 2 3s. What stopped me is I would have to rationalize the denominator. So I figured, you know what, I'd rather leave it as pairs. So sometimes you might want to think about what you're doing. Did everyone catch that? Let's see. So 6 I just wrote as 2 times 3. 14 is 2 times 7. And we have 7 times 9. So these 2's I canceled. I paired up these 7's and these 3's, you get 21, and we have that. Now the same with 29, we're gonna finish this one up. You can simplify this problem, and since they're all cube roots, you can cancel things out. So how would you rewrite 54? Let me rewrite it at the bottom so you don't get confused. How do you rewrite 54? 9 times 6 is 54. So you have 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. And then 32 is, we said 5 2's. And then we have the cube root, and you could do -2 times 2. You could do that. Or you could write this as, how I would write this one is I would write -1 times 2 times 2. So like that. Now, see this 2 right here? You can see if you can get 3 sets of 3's. There's 3 right there. And then you've got 2 here and 1 here. That's going to give you 3. And this 2 can cancel with that 2. And you've got 3 3's here. Looking for 3 of a kind. So your answer would be 3 in the numerator. In the denominator, you're going to have 2 times 2, which is 4, but you have your -1, so it's -4. And everything else cancels out. So did everybody see that one? The 2 sets of 2's come out, you get 4.
Hey.